Hi, it's Anne-Marie here with your Microformer leg and butt workout. Whole workout devoted to that lower half of your body. Before we begin, I want to go over 2 moves that we will be doing in this workout. One of those moves is a spider lunge. So for this move, you're going to be on a heavy spring load, either 1 red, 1 black, or just 1 red. So I'm going to go ahead and set my spring loads. Myself for spider lunge, I do 1 red, but if you need more, once again, you can do that 1 red, 1 black. If we're working our right leg, we're going to bring our right foot to the right side of your machine, facing the front platform. Right foot's going to go by that front platform or that front platform handlebar. Left heel will go in that opposite corner of your carriage. With your heel in the carriage between the rail and the cushion, your toes up. You're going to take both legs down to a 90-degree angle. Now, as we press that carriage out with your left leg, what we are working is that right leg. So you're going to place all your power down through that right heel. Your hips are squared off to the front, but that left knee is ever so slightly flared up to the sky. So this is spider lunge. This is one of the moves we will be doing in class. Another move I want to go over is bungee. Now, if you do not have a bungee at home, that is okay. You can still do this without your bungee. So for that bungee, if I'm going to work that left leg, I'm going to wrap it around the arch of my left foot. For me, I like to stay facing the front, so that tension's a little bit more intense. You're going to take that left leg to a 90-degree angle, press up to the sky, and back down. Now, when we do any kind of bungee kicks, it's really important to keep your hips squared to the ground, not opening up into one hip. If you don't have a bungee, very easy solution. You can still do this move without your bungee. Just focus on glute activation, squeezing, and pressing. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. This is your Microformer leg and butt workout. We are going to get started on 1 red or 1 red, 1 black spring. That should give you a little bit more intensity. We're going to go for squats to just warm up your legs. So here we go. Right foot is on your front platform. Left foot on your carriage. Press that carriage out as far as you can go. All right, once we're there, we're going to sit your butt back and down. Here we go. It's back. 2, 3, 4, then slowly come up. As you come up, try to keep that carriage as still as you can. Right here, we are just activating your legs, bringing some power, but most importantly, taking this time to center your mind on what's going on. Right here, you are here for your body, not for anyone else, not for anything else. Show up for you right now, just warming up those legs. As you rise up, try not locking up at the top. Stop with a soft bend in your knees, then slowly go back down. Good, squeeze your butt this entire time. We're only doing these squats once today, just to bring some fire to those legs. Tell those legs to wake up. We got to work ahead of us. 20 seconds right here. Right now, applying that Lagree method to it, that slow, controlled, constant tension. Good, 10 seconds. We're going to hold it low. So maybe go for 1 more rep. We're going to hold it nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2, nice and low. Just hold. Press that carriage out 1 inch and hold. Hips tuck under, squeeze your glutes. Press it out 1 inch and hold. We have 15 seconds. We're going for that bungee for that right leg. You're gonna kneel down, face that front of your machine, sit down 1 more inch. We're going bungee for that right leg. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Kneel down, put that bungee on the arch of your right foot. Bring your right leg to a 90-degree angle. Hands are on your front platform. Left knee is on your carriage. Right here, squeeze to your right glute to lift to the sky for 2 counts. And back down. Lift up to the sky. And back down. Now, a couple of key things to point out with this. Tuck your hips under so that we're not putting an arch in that lower back. You want to protect that lower back. Lift up and down. Squeezing through that right glute. So yes, we're using that bungee to activate, but you also have to turn your muscles on. So squeeze to that right glute as we lift. The closer that right heel is in towards that right butt, the more you're going to target that right glute and get out of that right hamstring. If you feel yourself jumping into that left hip, press that right hip down, square yourself off even more. We're going to hold that right leg high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Hold it high. Tuck your hips under, squeeze that right glute. Press it up 1 more inch. Right here, can you press it up 1 more inch? We're going to slowly straighten that right leg out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten that right leg up. Lift 1 inch, back down. Lift 1 inch, squeeze through that right glute. Be intentional with that straight right leg. Hips tuck under, belly button lifts to your spine. If you have that desire to drop down to your elbows, you're probably putting too much tension in your arms. So instead, lift through your core, lighten your grip. We're gonna hold that right leg up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Hold that right leg up. Squeeze, squeeze, hold. Tiny lifts, tiny lifts. So we have that runner's lunge, that spider lunge rather. Sorry for that right leg. We're gonna step off to that right side of your machine. We're going for that spider lunge for that right leg in 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake off that bungee. You're gonna step your right foot to that right side of your machine by your front platform. Left heel goes in that opposite corner of your carriage. Take both legs to that 90-90 angle. Now, as you slowly press that left leg out, I want you to dig into that right heel and coming back in. So we are working that right leg. I need you to dig through that right heel, keeping your hips tucked under, squeeze your butt the entire time. That's a little bit of a trick. Focus on engaging your glutes, squeezing. If you need to sit up a little bit higher, you can grab a pole or a chair, or if you have your high handlebars, you can use those as balance. You want to feel this in that right glute. Everything in that back side of that right leg should be fired up. Now, don't get me wrong, your left leg is involved, but that right leg is what we're trying to really put that power into. Okay, keeping those hips tucked under, so gentle tuck under. That core lifts, belly button lifts to your spine in this spider lunge. Good. Now your weight, we want to put emphasis down through that right leg. You have a little bit of an even stance between both legs, so a little bit of weight distribution evenly between both legs. But as you press that carriage out, you are digging down with that right heel so that you really feel this in that right glute. Give me 20 seconds right here. Make sure look down at your right leg, that right knee is not falling over your right toes, but stacked over that right heel. We hold that left leg to your halfway hold. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, halfway hold. Relax your shoulders. Here we go, sit down 1 more inch. Hips tuck under, carriage goes out 1 inch, carriage comes in 1 inch. Squeeze through that right glute. Carriage out 1 inch, carriage in 1 inch. Check in on your grip. Make sure you're not holding on for dear life. Can you bend those knees even more? Hang with me. We're gonna go back in a full range of motion. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Press out first and come back in. Last 30 seconds right here. If it's in your lower back, lean forward even more. Keeping those hips tucked under. 20 seconds to go. We have a spring load change. We're going to be on that 1 light spring load. We're going to elevator lunge for that right leg. So 1 black or 2 blacks if you need assistance. 1 or 2 blacks in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Fast transition. 1 or 2 black springs. You're going to bring your right foot to that front platform. Option to grab your bungee to bring some intensity to this. So right foot front platform, left foot's on your carriage. We're going for that elevator lunge. So leaning forward to keep your spine nice and neutral. We bend into that right leg and then slowly rise up, pressing to that middle of your right foot. Now, as we do this, if you're using the bungee, pull up on the bungee as you lower down to bring intensity to that back side of your right leg. It's a little bit more stability work here. Engage your core. That means drive your belly button to your spine. As you come up, press that left hip towards that front of your machine. And take your time with this. Now, you can always use that pole if you have a pole to your left side, or a chair or a tall foam roller. You always want your balance tool to be opposite your working leg. That helps keep your balance a little bit more stable and centered. Good. As you rise up, that's where the magic happens. Press through that middle of that right foot. Keep pressing that left hip forward on this. We're halfway there. So take your time. If you're not feeling that shake yet, I challenge you to go even slower. So if you're using that bungee, pull up as you go down. And then release. But fight that resistance as you rise up. The core's engaged. Keep squeezing that left glute. Think about squeezing your inner thighs together as you rise up. I acknowledge on a move like this, it's really easy to transfer weight into your toes, but make sure you're keeping that power in your right heel and that middle of your right foot so we don't overwork from your quad, your top of your leg. Less than 20 seconds right here. Find one balanced spot to focus on. Get that balance nice and strong. Making sure 90% of your weight is in your right leg. All right, rock stars, here we go. We're gonna hold this nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go, hold it low. Lean over that right leg. Pull up on that bungee 1 inch if you have it. Sit down even more. Right here, it's up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Good, up 1 inch, down 1 inch. We have 20 seconds. We're going bungee for that left side. Keep that core nice and engaged. 10 seconds, you're gonna kneel down. Take that bungee over that left foot. Get ready for that left side. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go, kneel down. Let's go right into it. Put that bungee over that left foot. Left leg will come to that 90-degree angle. Option to not use that bungee. Right here, squeeze through that left glute to lift. Hips tuck under. Your right leg has already been activated, so you're gonna naturally wanna dump a lot of energy into that right leg. Try really hard not to. Try to squeeze that belly button to that spine. Hips stay tuck under, hips stay tuck under. That's key for this, to protect that lower back. Remember, pull that left heel as close as you can to that left glute. And you yourself have to turn your muscles on. So I want you to connect that mind right here. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze that left glute as you're lifting. Pressing that left hip down. Shoulders stay nice and square. If you're not using that bungee, really imagine that you're pressing up through mud or concrete that's about to dry. 20 seconds right here. Squeeze through that left glute. Turn it on. Remember, legs are stronger, bigger muscles, so it takes a little bit longer for that activation to occur. But once it does, hang on to it. Left leg goes high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Left leg goes high. Right here, slowly straighten out that left leg. Press that left hip down so those hips are square. Right here, left leg goes up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Squeeze through that left glute. Squeeze, good. Core lifts. Good. Good, almost there. Hips tuck under. Keep pressing that left hip down. You're doing this, you're doing this. Hang on to it. Straighten out through that quad, that front of your left leg. Pointing through your left toes. Work on that elongation through that left leg. We're gonna hold that left leg nice and high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice and high, hold. Hold, squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt, that left glute, everything's shaking. Right here, left leg goes lift. Lift, tiny lift, almost there. 15 seconds, we're going for that spring change, for that spider lunge. One red, one black spring, we're going there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, shake off that bungee. Making that spring change, one red, one black. Bringing that left foot to the ground on the left side of your machine facing the front. Right heel goes in that opposite side of your carriage. Right heel and right toes up to the sky. As you press that carriage out, think about hips tuck under, protect your lower back. Dig through that left heel. Now a big marker on this is if you're already feeling tension in your lower back or that right leg is having to work really hard, I want you to take off one black spring if you have it. Keep those knees slightly flared open. Now for those of you who are blessed with height in life, lucky you. Grass is always greener, right? But lucky you. Try to walk your left foot out a little bit to make do for that wider distance that you'll need so you don't feel as cramped up. Hips tuck under, belly button lifts. Remember, working that left glute right here. Dig into that left heel. Left outer thigh is engaged to help keep those hips stable. Press into your left heel in that middle of your left foot. Similar to our lunge work, making sure we don't rock into our toes. Good, core's engaged. Just exhale. Hang on to this. Remember, it's all legs, this workout, so put your all into everything we're doing with these legs. Those legs are really gonna get that heart rate up. Can you sit down one more inch here? Can you tuck your hips under one more inch? Give me 20 seconds to go. Slow 4 counts out. The slower you go, the more muscles you engage, getting that heart rate going. Give me 10 seconds. Keep digging through that left heel in the spider lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Right leg holds halfway out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it halfway out. Right here, sit down one more inch. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Fight it. Hips tuck under. Squeeze your left glute. Right leg goes out 1 inch. Right leg comes in 1 inch. We're going back to full range of motion coming up. You're going to press out first before you come in. We're going for that full range of motion. Stick with me. Feel that shake. We're going full range of motion in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Press out first, then slowly come back in. Sit down 1 inch lower. All right, we have that spring change in 20 seconds. We're going for that elevator lunge to that left leg. We're gonna be on 1 or 2 black springs. 2 black springs if you need assistance. We have 10 seconds. Stay with me all the way to the very end. Elevator lunge to that left leg in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Making that spring change. Then you're gonna come step on your front platform, facing the front. Grabbing that bungee again if you did that on that right side. Left foot stays. Right toe steps back. Here we go. It's down. 2, 3, 4. Now as you rise up, squeeze that right glute. Press that right hip forward to rise up. Good gentle tuck under with your hips. Lean forward. Most importantly, bring oxygen to your muscles. Breathe. Now, if you are using that bungee to add resistance, pull up on that bungee as you lower down. Pull up, making sure you check on your feet, make sure they're hip width apart so you're not in that tightrope position. As you rise up, press through that middle of your left foot. It's a great move to work on your balance. Remember, balance, stability, core work doesn't just come from doing planks. Anytime we lunge is a great way to check in on that core strength. Keep squeezing through that right glute. We're halfway there. Recommit 90% of your power to that left leg. If you feel this pulling from your lower back, chances are you're not activating those glutes enough. So really press through, squeeze through your glutes, press through the bottom of your feet so that you're not using that back to lift up. Remember, recommit as you need. Take a break, get right back into it. Keep squeezing, keep breathing. We got this almost there. Be honest with yourself. What's something you can do right now to dig into this even harder? 20 seconds on the clock. You guys, I'm proud of you. Stick with me. Keep going, keep breathing through this. Coming up in 10 seconds. We're going to hold this low. Get ready. You are strong enough. You are able. We're going nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice and low. Lean forward. Pull up on that bungee 1 inch. Good. Sit down 1 inch. Pull up on that bungee 1 more inch. Squeeze your butt. Right here, we're coming up 1 inch and down 1 inch. You got 20 seconds. We're going standing inner thighs. Right foot on your front platform. Left foot on that carriage. 10 seconds to go. Standing inner thighs. We're going there in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Right foot front platform. Left foot's on your carriage. Hips tuck under. Press that carriage out for 4 counts. Slow and steady. And then tuck those hips under. Squeeze your butt. Press your hips forward as you come in. Hands can be in prayer position. They can be out to a T. As you go out, you can press your arms up. Then coming back out to that T. Just make sure whatever you do with your hands, you're not taking away from those legs. Squeezing together like a magnet's pulling those inner thighs. Now the key is on this is not coming to that resting point. So as you come in, try not to let that carriage pull all the way in. If you need more tension, walk your left foot out further to the back of your carriage. You're gonna feel that fire happen. Remember, anything we do at the front, you can always take to the back and do. If you wanna add a little bit more intensity. If you're gonna do this on the back, I would recommend going for those kneeling inner thighs. But coming up, we do have some inner thigh squats. So that might take away from that on the back, and that's okay. 20 seconds right here, hips stuck under. Press your glutes forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Just bring calmness to your body. The heart rate's going. We have 10 seconds. We're gonna hold this all the way out. Good, feel the top of your head lengthen up. Feel that good posture. We're gonna hold this all the way out. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. All the way out and hold. All right. I love them. I know you do 2 inner thigh squats. Stick that butt back and down without letting that carriage move. And as you rise up, squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze, feel that shake, squeeze. Keeping that carriage nice and still, good. And back down. Good, cores engaged. And slowly rise up. Rise up nice, slow and steady, good. Pressing through each foot evenly so your weight is evenly distributed between both feet. And back up. Good, keep rolling with this. Now when we squat, some of us have the tendency to micro bend those knees and lean forward thinking that we're squatting that way. So check in with yourself. Are my knees actually bending? Am I getting low? Even if that carriage moves, that's okay. We're gonna work on that, work on that, work on that. Like I had to really grip harder with my left foot that time to keep it still. Less than 30 seconds right here. Squeeze your inner thighs to rise. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Just exhale, relax your shoulders. Stick with me 20 seconds. You made it this far, keep going. Keep breathing, keep fighting. We're gonna hold it nice and low coming up. We have 10. Go ahead and start to make your way down. We're gonna hold it nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2, nice and low. Right here, hold. Carriage goes out 1 inch. Carriage comes in, squeeze your inner thighs. If this is a heck no, just stay in those standing inner thighs. Good, out 1 inch. Good, in, squeeze your inner thighs. So your entire body weight shifts out. Your entire body weight squeezes in. So it's not a kick in and out with that left leg. Entire body goes out. Entire body goes in. Good, keep going with this. Can you sink 1 inch lower into those legs? Almost there, core belly button lifts to that spine. Hips stuck under. We have 15 seconds, then we recover. We're almost to the end. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This leg workout is almost done. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Good. Just exhale. Maybe you want to come to child's pose. Maybe you need to bend over, go for some toe squats. Take a few minutes just for you to recenter yourself mentally, physically. I'm Anne-Marie. Thank you so much for joining me for your Microformer leg workout. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. Bye-bye.